If you just started your business, then don't waste any time making data-driven decisions, and here's why. Before getting into it, in my full-time job, I'm a product manager. I built 2 apps with hundreds of thousands of users, and on the side, I've built 2 profitable side projects. We all see these posts by famous product builders and business people who say that they've made all of these decisions based on the data that they get from their customers, and that's all good and great. So naturally, when we start out, we think we should also make those data-driven decisions. So we install Google Analytics, we get some analytics product tool for our own product, and we look at these graphs go up and down every single day. But more often than not, that is a waste of time, and this is going to be true for a long, long while. Because to make data-driven decisions, you need 3 things. First of all, you need data. Secondly, you need benchmarks. And third, you need decisions that actually require data to make. Starting off with the first one, if you just started your business, you're gonna have data on customers, but you're never gonna have enough customer data. Just not even close. I don't think people understand that to make a small decision and to see a change in behavior of users, you need to have a ton of users, which you're definitely not gonna have in the beginning. If you're building B2B software, you're not gonna have that for a long time. Secondly, you need benchmarks. So to improve a system, you need to know how the system is performing currently. So are 20% of people dropping off at this particular step or 40% of people? And you're just not going to have that. You're not going to have a consistent benchmark that you're going to be testing anything against. There are lots of industry benchmarks on, for example, how high your churn should be, how much your growth should be, but more often than not, they're bullshit. Finally, you need to have decisions that actually are so difficult that you really need data to figure out the right solution to it. So these companies that are using these data-driven decisions are looking for changes in tiny percentages between flows that you wouldn't even think about normally. But in the early days for you, you're not going to have to make those tiny decisions across 100,000 different screens, because what you have is onboarding, then payments, and then continued usage. And you just have to work on those. You're not trying to improve tiny percentages. You're trying to get customers from the beginning just to prove that your product is even worth building. So for example, if you just started out and you want to improve your onboarding, don't really look at the data. Look at screen recordings of people going through your onboarding. Have interviews with people while they go through your onboarding, one-to-one conversations with people. And finally, just look at the best onboarding flow on the market and copy that. That's it. You don't need to go for some crazy A/B test or something like that. Don't waste your time. So rather than looking at graphs, so in the early days, the only graph you should really care about is the one for revenue. And if you ever want to improve anything, just get on calls with people and talk to your users. That's it. Good luck. Have fun.